Canadian artist Marcel Dzama is known for his surreal, dreamlike imagery and thought-provoking social commentary. His work blurs the line between the fantastical and the deeply personal. But no matter how eerie some of his characters may seem, one thing is for certain, there's always a touch of humor in his pieces. And today I'm exploring the inspirations behind his latest exhibition at Istanbul's Pera Museum. Marcel Dzama, welcome to Istanbul and congratulations on your first solo exhibition here in Türkiye. And of course, welcome to our show.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me and thanks for coming out.
Let's start from the beginning. Have you been drawing since you were a little kid? And I mean, how did art become an essential part of your life?
Yeah, I've been drawing since my earliest memories. I'm originally from Winnipeg, Canada, so the winters are quite cold. And I wasn't very sports-like, so I didn't play hockey. And so I took to drawing through the cold winters. And so I definitely spent my fair share of hours just sitting at a desk drawing. So from the earliest stages of like 6 till now.
These are some of your early works, right?
Yeah, so this I did with a group of artists. Two of them I'm related to. My sister, who's 10 years younger than me, and I was the babysitter. So I brought her to these meetings that I had with friends, and one of them was my uncle, who was a year younger than me. So we're more like brothers. And we got together every Wednesday and Sunday and did these large collaborative drawings. So I would draw, say, like the lady, and then someone else would draw another character, and we just combine it. And it was very fun.
This one over there
and
really attracts me.
This one's a solo work earlier. I had a house fire in 1996 and had lost most of my possessions because the fire happened in the basement of my parents' place, and that's where I was staying. I was quite old already. I was already 19. I was going to university. I was doing kind of like canvas painting, kind of a proper like art school, and from then on I was living in a hotel near the airport, and I had the stationery that I was from the hotel, and I was doing these drawings on that. And it was from that work that a curator selected me for a show in LA, and so it kind of this fire kind of changed my life entirely. So it was almost like a phoenix story from the ashes, kind of rose out a new person.
Your work features a recurring cast of symbols and characters like bats, butterflies, bears, and masks, right?
Yeah.
Where do these come from?
As a child, I was always obsessed with costumes and masks, and I'd always, I would collect Halloween costumes as a kid. Yeah. And even when it wasn't Halloween, I would have them. And my grandmother, she went to Hawaii as a vacation, and she asked me if I should bring her back anything. And she bought me this one little mask that was made out of ceramics. And I was kind of obsessed with it, and I would draw it on characters and things like that. And then the bat, my school expanded very quickly, and we were put inside, they had these trailer cars for classrooms, and they put this mesh around it so kids wouldn't go underneath. And a friend of mine and we took the neshing off, and these bats came flying out. And I didn't even know there was bats in Winnipeg, Canada at the time, so it was this kind of traumatic moment, but something very special. And I keep very late schedule, so I kind of see myself as like this nocturnal creature.
And you also moved to New York at some point. I mean, when was that? And how did the city influence you and your work?
Oh,
because like from snowy Winnipeg to crowded New York.
Yeah, so living in Winnipeg, it's very cold and snowy, so I had this very minimal background of the early drawings, so it would just be like 1 or 2 characters with a blank background. And when I moved to New York, I started filling the drawings with just almost like chaos. And at some point, I got into ballet when I was in New York. So I put this chaos into like order of these ballet positions.
So did you paint this one
Yeah,
when
this is
you were in
definitely
New
in New
York?
York, yes.
Yeah, this is New York.
Yeah.
If you could meet any three artists, past or present, who would they be?
Marcel Duchamp, a huge inspiration. He was probably the first artist I was aware of because of the name similarity. So when I was in grade school, I had seen one of his books and pulled it out. And then Francisco Goya, I just love his prints and his paintings. And I'd say probably William Blake. I love his poetry and his illustrations. Thank you.
Thanks again so much for joining us here on Showcase.